Okay, Algebra 2, I'm going to teach you how to find A from the graph itself. So I'm going to start with the easy stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and label my vertex. And remember the form we're using is this. F of x equals A times x minus h squared plus k. That's the form we're getting in. Now we can find everything very quickly except for A. So let's go ahead and solve everything except for A, and leave A blank. So I'm going to put a blank where an A should go. And now my X is here. Let's go to our vertex. My vertex is -4, -2, which means it moved to the left. So remember our X's always lie, so that's going to be a +4 squared. And then it went down -2. Awesome. That's it. So there was something called rise over run, delta y over delta x, that you learned in Algebra 1, and it basically is just counting from one point to another. The difference is, because we're dealing with x squareds, you're going to have an x squared down here, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So let's count. So I'm going to count my rise. Well, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a point. So this point is pretty right here. This point is pretty right here. And then, okay, so we're going to go ahead and count that. So first, though, I'm going to pick this spot. I picked this one because you can see it's an easy spot right there. It actually crosses over. It's perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to count my rise. So I'm going to go up. You ready? 1, because I moved up there. 2. So I went up 2. So my rise, my change in y is 2. And now from this place, I'm going to count over 1, 2. My run is 2. However, because of this formula over here, this square, I'm going to square it, which gives you 2 over 4, which gives you 1 over 2. And since this opens upwards, I know it's positive, and it's going to be 1/2 that goes here. It's very simple. It's the easiest way to find A from a graph. You just have to memorize it. So let's go over here and start this problem. F of x equals, I'm going to find the vertex, which in this case is 1, 3. My A, I don't know what it is yet. X, since this went over right, it lies. Squared plus 3. You should be able to get that pretty quickly now at this point. Maybe a little thought, but that's what we're looking for. Now we're going to be using the same thing, delta y over delta x over delta x squared. Delta just means change. It means subtraction, basically. But we can do it graphically. So check it out. I have my vertex, and then look at this point here. Look at this point here. I know, since this is opening downwards, it's going to be a negative number. So I'm going to put my negative up there. But let's find our delta y over delta x. So my delta y, I went down 2. I went down 2. And then from there, I went over 1. And it's squared, which gives us -2 over 1, which gives us -2. So that's it. That's how you find your A. So the secret to A is delta y over delta x squared. And that's it.